Premiere of our new show. It's Gardening on Coffee, where we hope our plants love our coffee just as much as we do. Um, right now, our focus is to turn our quaint backyard garden and also our one in the front into a beautiful tropical paradise. Right now, we're going to be focusing on growing Heliconias to do that. There's over 200 varieties of these species, ranging in all sizes and varieties. Hummingbirds love them, and they love their coffee, which makes them perfect for what we're going for now. So let me show you where we're at with our garden, what we've got growing, and what we've got upcoming for our future upcoming projects. So let's take a look at the garden with what we've got now. Right now, we have our silver Bismarck in the middle, which is flanked by our red Heliconia Lady Dies. We have our Sellums that we had to transplant from our front yard garden just because they were going to end up blocking one of our windows, so we had to transplant them back here. Right now they're struggling a little bit just with the roots that were a little bit damaged, but we'll have them growing in no time. Right now, we're going to have, as we begin to grow, what we're hoping to have is marginatas to the right and to the left of our enclosure. Those are going to be Heliconias that grow to about 15 to 20 feet with pink hanging pendulants. They are tipped with yellow on the sides. Also in the middle, we're going to have hanging lobster claws. Those go from 9 to 12 feet. Those are known as Heliconia rostratas. So we'll have 9 to 12 foot Heliconias in the middle, hanging lobster claws, with marginatas, which are scorpion-like pendants as they come out. They start vertical, and as they begin to mature, they'll spiral down and turn into a beautiful hanging pendulant. In the middle, like I said, we've got our beautiful silver Bismarck. He loves his coffee just as much as we do. We give him coffee probably about every 3 to 4 weeks. When we do, his leaves will turn yellow and he'll go through a pretty significant growth spurt, which we're trying to encourage just so he can maintain the star of the show back here between all the beautiful tropical foliage that we have planned. Let's take a look at our garden of what we've got growing in the back, where we are with our rhizomes, and we'll show you at what stage we are. So back here we've got these are going to be the 2 lobster claws that we've already talked about. These are the ones that are going to be in the middle. These are the rostratas. These are going to have pink hanging pendulants. They're known as a 10-day flower. They last beautiful in hanging arrangements for a long time after they are cut flowers. And so you know the reason that we're having to special order these plants from different parts of the country, just because with the different exotic Heliconias that we want for that really stunning look in our backyard, you really have to order them. You just can't go buy them from your local manufacturer. So we have them imported from different parts of the country, also to give us different looks and different feels, something that you can never get maybe out of just one place. So let's continue with what we've got growing and what stages they're at. These are our 4 marginatas that are going to be flanking right and left our screened enclosure. We've had these for about 3 weeks. We were lucky enough to get this guy with leaves already. He's just continued to grow every day. We're really excited about that. This one just started probably in the last week and a half. And he started to grow really quick. So we're still waiting on this guy and this guy to take off. But of course, with rhizomes, they normally say they start to sprout the eye probably within 4 to 6 weeks. Could be as long as 5 to 7. So we want to be patient, but we also want to encourage that growth with coffee when we plant them, and then also every couple of weeks after that until they really start to grow their leaves. And then we just have to be careful with the amount of coffee we add so we don't overdo it. And you can tell this when their leaves will start to yellow, which is a sign that they're they're well nourished, and they just need a little bit of rest, but they're also going to go through an incredible growth spurt for you, which is exciting for all of us when it happens faster. So let's move on to the rest of our plants. Right here, this is going to be a Caribbean red. I believe it could be a Criswick, and our vendor may have labeled it wrong, but we'll see when it grows. Either way, Criswick or Caribbean red Helicionia should be an absolute beautiful addition to our garden. Here, these two plants that we've got here are going to be standing lobster claws. These will have a red petal with black at the edges. It'll resemble a lobster claw, 9 to 12 feet. We're really excited to have these guys too. We just got these in from Puerto Rico about 2 weeks ago, so we're really excited to see them start to grow. Here we've got our gingers, Heidi clums. These are orange gingers. Hummingbirds absolutely love these. Beautiful flowers. Should go great here. Just in the past week, we've seen this new sprout here. And we've got one over here that we're really excited about, and this is just in the last 2 days, which is why we really wanted to show you what we've got going in the garden before everything really starts to take off. This guy's about a week and a half old, and we're still waiting on 2 yet to grow. So we'll take you to the back part of the garden. We've just got 2 more hanging lobster claws back here. And then we've got a bicolor bahia. So this is our bicolor bahia, and it's a jaquine is what this is called. This will have, at the bottom of the flower it'll be red, and at the bottom of the flower it'll be red, and at the top it'll be orange. It should be absolutely beautiful, and we have actually seen hummingbirds around these in other parts of the country, so we're really excited to have this. These are our other hanging lobster claws that we've got. These again will be pink with yellow around the edges, and they will be behind the Bismarck, framing it. Should go well with our marginatas on the ends, which will be a little bit larger, 15 to 20 feet, to kind of frame the whole thing in, give that beautiful tropical feel and look. So let's go ahead and take you around to the side where we've got some plants that we just got in. We're excited about too. We've got some from Puerto Rico and some from Hawaii. So they're actually the same kind of species. We'll take you around and show you what we've got. And just make sure also when you order plants from different parts of the country, sometimes they label them different names. Not always does somebody go by the same name. They'll go with what they know them by. That's kind of a trouble you'll have with dealers. You really need to make sure of what you're getting and what they're sending you if you want to be really particular about the plants you are, and in most cases we do, because there's something we get to live with and enjoy for the rest of our life while we're here. So let me go ahead and show you what we got. These back 4 were the ones that we got from Hawaii. The vendor over there calls these a tricolor rhizome. It's actually a purple flower with green on the edges and a white stem. Should be quite a beautiful flower. And these are also from Puerto Rico that we got. The gentleman over there calls them Kid Pink, and they're beautiful rhizomes as well. We were actually able to get these with some nice eyes that just started growing this week, so we're also very excited about that. And we are getting a new shipment in from Hawaii next week, and we'll show you exactly how we plant them, tips and tricks that we've learned to give them their first cup of coffee and really welcome them home when they get here, which is why this guy seems to be doing so well, and our one in the back. So we've really begun to work on and modify what we do with our rhizomes when we get them in, just so we can get the most out of them and get them growing as quickly as possible. And so right now we're in the front of the house with our garden that's going to be here. I'll take you and introduce you to the plants that we've got here. These are going to be granadas. These should be red, about 5 feet. About 5 feet. Of course, everything grows different in full sun to shade. So make sure to ask your vendor what they grow, and then you can plan accordingly. This guy right here, this is called a palau. This is also known as a macaw flower. It's red in the middle with green edges. It's a really stunning flower. These grow to about 8 feet, which is, hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. And this was bought when I was looking at dictionaries and trying to find out exactly how, where we were going to put them and how they came. They say they come to about 1.5 meters or larger. They actually go to about at least 8 feet. And that's not something that we're looking for in the front of the house, just because we don't want to block any windows. So as you look at the front garden, that's why most of it is a little bit disheveled, is because we're actually going to have to take up almost everything here except for the bird of paradise, and replant it at a later time just to accommodate the different growing sizes. So learn from my mistakes, and we'll all learn together. Is, always check with your vendors. Don't be embarrassed. Make sure what sizes plants that they grow to, full sun and shade, because it's always important. Let's keep going with, these are 2 more granadas. We just got these in probably about 2 weeks ago. This one came with a nice eye and is already starting to show leaves. These are 2 more Bahia Jaquinis that we've got. These are probably about 4 weeks old. We were able to get this one with leaves, so we were really excited about that also. But unfortunately we will have to dig these up because they will grow too large for this area. Here we've got some sassy pink dwarfs. These should grow to be 2 to 3 feet. We're going to have those right in front of our bird of paradise. So it'll just give a stunning complement to it, and try to have the whole composition. Here we've got some Saint Roses. These are, I believe these are Orthorata or Orthotricia Saint Roses. They just started to show their first eye the other day. These also came from Puerto Rico. So we're expecting some gorgeous, stunning flowers out of these. We're going to have them behind our bird of paradise on either side, and then probably fill in the remaining with the Hawaiian and orthotricias, which they call the tricolor rhizomes, and then also the kid pink lives from Puerto Rico. We'll have those fill in as well. These are some Andromedas, dwarfs. We're gonna have around our red plant in front, just to kind of try and give it some personality. Also, that's a small Lat's Path dwarf that we've got, and we're hoping to see how that takes off as well. We'll take you to one other area of the house that we're hoping to get some exotic rhizome, or one particular. It'll probably be about 2 to 3 months out, so we'll be really excited to get them, but we definitely want it to be a highlight point when you look at the house and you know that you've entered just a beautiful tropical paradise. So the other place is going to be right here. It's going to be a larger variety, just so we get that visual impact right when you come up to the house, and you feel that you're somewhere different. You feel that you're on vacation and somewhere you want to be. So we've got a lot of stuff planned, a lot of stuff to get growing. We're really excited for you to be here with us. Please stay tuned every week. Keep you updated on our progress, successes and failures, and you'll get to enjoy it with us every step of the day. So we can't wait to have you here next week and see you again on Gardening with Coffee. And hope you subscribe, because that's how we keep the content that you love growing, keep bringing it to you. So again, please hit the subscribe and like button. It helps us out a lot. We should have some new varieties coming in from Hawaii pretty soon. Maybe another shipment from Puerto Rico. Next time on the channel, we'll show you exactly how we plant our rhizomes, what we do to really start them off growing good, and then how we maintain that, get the air out of the roots when we plant them, for best success, and where we move on from there. Can't wait to see you next time, guys. Don't forget, please subscribe, and we can't wait to see you next time. May your coffee be strong and your cup stay full.